Today's adventure is about that time that I visited Hawaii for the first time in 2019 for my birthday. Before I visited, I was well aware of some of the issues that over-tourism of Hawaii has had on the land. So I definitely wanted to make sure that while I was there, I was being respectful to the locals, respectful to the land, and respectful to their culture, because they've certainly been through a lot. Needless to say, this entire state is on a whole other level. In fact, I felt like I had left the US. I think calling it beautiful is an understatement. It's beyond. We landed in Honolulu and spent about 2 or 3 days there. But then we ended up flying over to the Big Island because we wanted to immerse ourselves in the culture as much as possible, but also get away from the touristy areas. And so that's why we chose the Big Island. At least it was less touristy then compared to Honolulu. Once we got to the Big Island, we headed over to our Airbnb in this location called Volcano. Our Airbnb was magical. It was situated practically in the forest, and as you can see, it had a massive backyard, or I should say front yard, but then this front yard led into the forest, so we actually got to explore the foresty area of the Airbnb. It also came with a cute little hot tub. It was mad cute. We had a time and a half in this hot tub every night. Also, we happened to be greeted by some interesting birds that I don't remember what they were called, but they're so cool looking. And often they'd come into the backyard and, just say hello. And so, Avi, we were like, oh my god, hi guys. I could not help myself. I had to have a photo shoot in the jungly part of this Airbnb. At some point, we decided to drive to the Volcanoes National Park on the Big Island, and this park is huge. I believe it encompasses 335,259 acres, which is roughly 523 square miles. And we actually didn't even get to explore all of it because I don't even know that you could do it in one day. You might need to come back. But this particular park houses 2 active volcanoes, one of them named Kilauea, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and the other one called Mauna Loa. Mauna Loa actually happens to be the largest active subaerial volcano. Obviously, I read that on the National Park's website because I wanted to do it justice. Oh my gosh. But yeah, this park has a lot going on for it. It has rugged lava fields, rainforest flora and fauna, if you got that life, lava tubes and craters, coastline meetings of lava rock and ocean, which was actually that area that you're seeing right now is actually one of my favorites. I'm gonna put a link to this national park in the description so that you can check it out. I absolutely had to walk over towards the ocean because me and water we're hella tight. We had so much fun in this park, but I'm not gonna lie, afterwards I was so tired that I just decided I was gonna sleep here for the night. That was it. On another day during the trip, we also decided to go ziplining. Look at this luscious greenery that we're gonna get to zipline over. Now, the real question is, whose arm is this? Before we got started, we had to ask permission from the guardian, the real guardian of this ziplining adventure, Mr. Peacock over here. He was so beautiful. He was just walking around minding his business. He was like, don't talk to me, don't look at me, I'm beautiful, I know, just look away. And we were like, got it, sir. And here I am getting ready to zip line, but I had to just bask in the sun real quick because she was just doing things to my skin that I loved. Also, one thing that I want to make a video of at some point, maybe, is the evolution of my hair. I used to have such big hair back then. Once we were ready to go, we took off and I had a heart attack because I was just so excited. Obviously it wasn't a real heart attack, but it was just so cool because, again, this was my first time ziplining, and we went over some of the most beautiful greenery and water, and it was just such a blast. Another highlight on this trip was all the delicious food that we got to try. One of my favorite dishes was this vegan loco moco. And loco moco is a popular dish on the island. It actually, if I'm not mistaken, it originated in Hilo, right here on the Big Island. I got the vegan one because I'm vegetarian, but it was so delicious. So delicious. I dream about this dish a lot. I'm so hungry right now just thinking about it. We also ate other delicious meals, but I don't have any photos of them because I ate them. Another one of my favorite spots that we visited on the island were the Kaumana caves. These caves were otherworldly. I feel like I'm running out of synonyms. I'm running out of words to describe how much I felt transported. Not just by being on this island, but just in general with everything that we did. It literally felt like I was not on Earth. For all I know, I wasn't. But all that to say, I just was in awe. And let's just say we made an incredibly great decision because the rest of this cave tour was nothing short of spectacular. I don't have many photos of the caves because they were dark and my camera at the time was not that great. But it was such a fun time. This was a cool shot that my friend took of me while we were at the entrance of the caves. And yeah, I was just out here looking real cute. I'm so grateful I got to experience Hawaii. The beaches, the sunsets, just everything about this land was just so beautiful, and I came back feeling refreshed and just in awe. And again, I wanted to make sure that throughout the entire time on my trip I was respectful of the land, the locals and the culture, and I feel like I succeeded in doing that. And in general, I like to make sure that I do that wherever I go. Thank you for going on this adventure with me. And if you want to keep up with my adventures, feel free to subscribe so that you can be notified of when I post a new one.